Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Career Leaf Club and MTTS, I welcome you all to today's program of the Enhanced Mathematician. This is the very first session of a series that we plan to continue over upcoming weeks. Maybe once or twice every month, we will have such sessions. And we, in fact, plan to have some of you as resource persons in future meetings as well. So as a part of inaugural session, I would like to request Kumresan sir to inaugurate this program. Over to Kumresan sir.
Thank you, Chaitanya. Good evening to all of you. It's my pleasure that this kind of activity started. In fact, I know Surendra, Ajit, various others had been using this kind of tools to enhance the mathematical teaching across the country. And I even thought of contacting Dr. Surendranath Reddy to give some talks on this issue. But due to my hectic schedule, I could not do it. So I should thank the Karili and also Professor Satyanarayana Reddy to have taken the initiative and started this series. Because the way things are changing, and when I say we as a mathematics teacher, even though I am retired, I still consider myself as an active teacher. Okay, we have to be abreast of the technical advances for two reasons, which will also the first reason, of course, we can make use of this technology to improve our teaching and resources. And second thing is we can kind of guide our students in the proper way, because whenever there is any kind of new kind of device, okay, it is very disruptive always. Okay, like when photocopier came, then they thought publishing will die. And when OTT platforms came, then we thought among the film industry will die. Now you can see pan India kind of thing making a 1,000 crore kind of business. So we have to adapt ourselves. Okay, human race succeeded and improved and developed over several millennia because we are ready to adapt for the changing environments. So I am very glad that Karili Professor Satyanarayana Reddy took initiative for this. I inaugurate this. I am sure that all of you will learn a lot. And as Chaitanya said, as you learn you and practice, you should come back and share your experience. Okay, this should be a collective effort. Okay, that's a way we can all learn, because because there is nothing like 360-degree vision. Nobody will have a complete knowledge. Okay, and so if all of us join together and chip in our experience, then we will have a near complete picture. So it will be useful to all of you. So I request all of you keep this in mind. Okay, learn, practice, and come back to share your experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kumresan sir, for your kind words. Moving forward, I would like to introduce our today's speaker. Today's our speaker is Dr. B. Surendranath Reddy. He is an associate professor at School of Mathematical Sciences, SRTM University, Nanded, Maharashtra. He has been associated with MTTS for a while from now. His active areas of research include fuzzy set theory, nonlinear differential equations, and many more. He is interested and keeps learning, and he is also interested in this I'm sorry he is motivated, and he often motivates others to learn and inculcate these AI tools in teaching. And as this changes the world, he will give us a glimpse of different AI tools, how we as teachers can incorporate it in our teaching, so that we are not just passing on information to our students. So with these things in mind, I would like to call upon Dr. Surendranath Reddy sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Chaitanya. Um, I'm honored to inaugurate by Professor Kumaresan sir, and I am the first speaker for this initiative. Uh, as I am a techno savvy, not as much as Professor Kumaresan, because he is the one who has promoted technology, especially free and open source softwares, when nobody can imagine at that time. So by following him, wherever there is a possibility, we integrate and we also share with among others, because I never hesitate to share if I know something, because once I share it, then I will look into learn new thing. So that is how I usually do it. With sir, we had several initiatives. In fact, even in 2014, after I joined here, we introduced LaTeX, Sage. Uh, Now we have almost all free and open source softwares for our curriculum. Our students also are getting benefited. Even we have Python, R programming, all the things. So, sir is definitely a reason, motivation for me behind this. Now, when it comes to today's talk, it is not actually talk. It basically sharing our ideas, whatever my experience I am doing it. Many of you might be knowing it, some of you may be joined to know what else can be learned, and maybe some of you may be new. Okay, so I'll make it most of the time interactive, because it is not a any something like if you disturb it will be there. Um, so let me have a small poll before starting this, so that we will come to know how much you are having. So I'll share a Mentimeter poll. Please try to respond, everyone. Let me take that poll. And first, let me share my screen. And I'm posting that link here in chat box. So try to open and see whether it is opening. And answer. There are only two simple questions. Please answer your thing uh, as quickly as possible. By that time, I'll share my screen. If you want, you can scan this QR code also. Uh, just ask about what AI tools you are having, and whether you are using any tool for a presentation. Because several times people ask,
I think
is there any?
it is not opening already.
Uh,
I think we can copy paste somewhere.
no, people started, I think, typing. I can see here.
Okay.
With the link I have shared in chat box, and people started typing. Actually, there are two questions. I hope everybody can see two questions. Okay, so there they can see two questions because people are typing it. So everyone, please respond. Maybe 30 seconds we will go, so that this is one idea where you can collect quickly what are all AI tools, everybody using it. And the way it looks bigger, that means many people are using that. You can see that ChatGPT clearly dominating. Um, some people say none at present, ChatGPT, Gemini. I hope whoever online, please be attentive, because many people are there and we don't want to waste much time. And maybe last 20 seconds to answer. And if you need more time, we will see it. But quickly answer which AI tools you are using for your teaching, learning, and research. And basically, second question is: are you using any uh, tool for creating presentations? Especially as we focused, this talk is mainly math oriented. So I see that Gamma. Okay, Gamma is not a free software. There are limitations. Again, ChatGPT. Somebody says Google Gemini, Canvas, Overleaf. Okay. So here somebody's is typing. Done. Okay. Don't answer it here. You can answer in that so that everybody can see it. Not here. LaTeX or Python says using Python. Okay. Okay. So there are some 43 results. 43 people almost answered. Okay, so if you see here, 12 people have said ChatGPT and 4 plus that means 16 people said 6 ChatGPT. Remaining all are almost 1, 2, 1, 2, and most of the time in below, if you see also ChatGPT only. So almost it will go more than 20, 25 mostly. Somebody mentioned Claude, uh, then LaTeX, AI Gemini, AI Studio. Okay, okay, let's see second one. This is second one again, Chat GPT Gamma. So I think my lecture will be more new, most of the people. Okay, fine. Now, what I want to show here, to learn something, there should be always a motivation. And if you see here, I hope you can see my screen. Can somebody confirm?
Yes, yes, we can see. Go
Yes.
for video.
So Professor Kumlesan sir uploaded 1 hour before his video on center of a group. Okay. So it is almost 38 minutes video. What I did is I have created, sir, I have created LaTeX type notes. I want to show that here. And if you are here, please see this and whether your ideas are covered or not. So this is lecture 25, center of a group. Are you there, sir?
Yeah, sir is here.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir is muted actually.
okay. So this is the video lecture of 38, Professor 25, Professor Kumaresans. I have created the 9 pages LaTeX file just from the video, not even from his lecture notes. Definition of the center, it started from center and center is a subgroup. He has tried to prove that a normal subgroup and it is an abelian normal subgroup, center of the symmetric group Sn, and several example he has discussed, and then he discussed the dihedral group Dn. Okay, D3, D4, center of the general linear group GLNF. Some theorem, part 1, part 2 proof. Okay, some examples. Then he discussed the inner automorphism group and the center. So you see that just half an hour back he has uploaded, and it is also I have a summary of the results for a group and what is its center and what are the remarks and key observations, and he has given the exercises to find and those things. This is how one can use the technology to convert something which is not possible earlier. And sir can only say whether his intention or his way of writing is reflected in these notes or not. Okay. Or one can go through the video and after that you can see this whether it is collected or not. This is the first one. I want to share that as a how one can do something uh, which usually is not at all possible. Okay. Yes. And I would like to show another one. Okay.
For this, which software used earlier?
I'll explain, sir. So first, just I'll introduce some few motivational things. So then I'll explain one by one.
Yeah.
Instead of directly explaining few
Mm,
things.
mm, mm, mm.
So if you see here, the same notes, lecture notes of Professor Kumaresan has been converted in the form of handwritten notes, but very clear notes. One cannot even expect that somebody has written like this. Okay, so this is also possible. That means from a PDF, we can always have a such type of thing. This is the PDF. Let me download that and then show you. And everything I'll show here. You can also do that. Yes. You can download in the form of PPT also. Let me close all these things. And these notes, sir, just shared with me before inauguration. Exactly 7 o'clock he shared with me, and I could able to do it this. And because some people like having handwritten type of notes to read and understand things better instead of type notes. So this is how you can type that. This. Okay. So even it has created that PPT.
So Kumaresan sir want to say something.
Yes.
No, my audio was completely
Oh,
off.
right. Sir.
Is that the case with everybody?
Sorry, sir.
No, sir, it is a clear.
It was okay?
It is
Okay, I
okay.
think something went wrong. All of a sudden it just started working from my side. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Oh, so you can listen now.
Now I can listen. Earlier, the crucial part I
Oh,
missed.
okay,
Then I'll
sir.
watch it later.
This is your lecture 25. You have uploaded just
Yeah.
half an hour back.
Yes.
I could able to convert that into beautiful
Mm.
Beamer type, LaTeX type lecture notes
Hmm.
of 9 pages.
Hmm.
I'll share with you and you see whether it has captured your intentions.
Hmm.
Uh,
Because the center it computes, it just
huh,
shows the typical proofs, not the proof which I had shown.
huh. So we can, we have actually
Because
written
these are
the,
the kind of stupid computation, you will see IJ, etc. There are too many things. Ah,
huh.
okay, my proof is
Uh,
much simpler, very
okay,
straightforward.
okay,
So I think it's not using my notes.
okay.
Ah,
We can always ask to keep as it is your explanation also.
yeah.
Sir, which software is this? Which API?
Yes, madam. I'll show that. Just I'll take a few more minutes. Yeah. And one thing I want to show here, because one should know what motivates to learn any tool instead of just directly going this. This is one lecture notes, my lecture notes, in fact, outer measure of an interval in measure theory. This notes has been stored using a notebook. Okay, OneNote by Microsoft. Then I thought I will convert this into PDF as well as a typed one, as well as something like students can attractively listen and see that. So this is, I hope you can see. This is the lecture notes of my lecture notes. In fact, it has converted the entire lecture notes in the form of handwritten notes with images. You can see here it is explained a outer measure and a set how it can be covered with intervals. Then fundamental properties, outer measure of an interval with intuitive images. Though even similar type I have drawn in my lecture notes. Okay, so I have asked to convert this into such type of lecture notes so that I shared with my students. They felt happy while reading it. Of course, after discussion of my notes. So this thing is also possible. So what we are doing and how I am doing, I'll explain you. First, I'll try to show a most powerful one, which many not knowing it. This is called GLM. So whatever I did, that is done using GLM. And I also tried one more, which many people might be knowing it, but let me show you. I just went to MTTS website and I have taken the link of MTTS website. And then I asked to highlight the work of MTTS, what they have contributed to this community, mathematical community. Then it has prepared a beautiful MTTS started from 1992, where it was started. BSc undergraduate students to PhD, whatever the catching bright minds. Okay, then their vision, traditional undergraduate math, and what MTTS methodology follows. Uh, then, though this is AI generated, but one teacher, many students, the idea. Professor Kumaresan is the man behind this one. A comprehensive academic ecosystem. So even just with a click of a link, one can see that how MTTS is going on and how they reached from traditional MTTS scam. Then they have open online forums, interdisciplinary tech math, permanent governance. From 1993 to present, how many things they have done, a call to action, and so on. So this we did using Notebook LM. That also I'll show here. Okay. So let me show few things. What as a teacher, how we can use it. Okay. So whatever I did, that I will explain first. That is called a GLM. You can simply type in Google GLM. This is basically far better than LLM. Whoever know about LLM, large language models. This is general language model by uh, this Z.ai, you can call it. This is a multimodal. That means it can help you to do many things. Like it will help you to starting from brainstorming, uh, preparation of giving ideas to your lectures, how you can present better way to your students, and not only that, you can prepare your presentations, and you can prepare even websites. Let me show here. This is completely designed my website free of cost using this GLM. You can see how one can create a home page with profile and all. You can also see the most important one is teaching, how a teaching can be hosted easily with the help of these things. More attractive way also, one can click on any video. Earlier, I used to have like this in 2022 when I uploaded, but now we have a better module wise, lecture wise. One can click on video or PDF to see video as well as lecture notes. So GLM is one of the best tool and which is completely free and open source, but many people are not aware of that. It has outperformed many paid AI agents. So and it is very good at reasoning, mm, good at mathematics, and good at coding. So you can use GLM, especially mathematics, because it very minimalize hallucination. That means giving something false information, it try to reduce us. So obviously, what if you want to know how to use GLM, you simply type GLM. Now latest version is 5. You don't need to type 5 also. If you see, this is chat.j.ai. You can click on this. Okay. Let me close all this. This is how it look like, your name and all. You can log in with Google first time, so that your history can be saved here and you can access anytime. This is the, it has two things. One is chat for any general purpose. You can use it, and it also has agents. That means it supports deeper one to create like websites or even HTML code and so on. So you can use either chat or agent. If you click on agents, it will have multiple things. Like you can create AI slides. If you see here, it has it has a AI slide. full stack web development, you can write anything. Data insights, it will help. And it has a deep mode, which gives step-by-step analysis how AI thinks, so that we learn many things. So basically, you can use chat if you are doing with regular things, and if you are doing with something heavy, you can use agent. So basically, you can use chat is more than sufficient. You can see here deep research. If I enable this deep research, then it will try to take some time, but it will give good results. Then web development, slide creation, document reading, visual recognition. It will also help if you click on plus here. You can upload anything, whichever you want. So first we'll start with creating handwritten notes to any type lecture notes. You can give the prompt by saying that you keep whatever explanation is there in your notes as it is, so that it won't try to type as a just like a textbook style one. So you can go and take any notes. Suppose I'll select this. This is my lecture notes. Okay, and here you can give any small prompt that this is my lecture notes. Give me LaTeX code or LaTeX file also, you can say, by keeping my explanation as it is. Okay, not removing any steps. Okay, or trying to summarize my explanation. Okay, I just need a step by step explanation as mentioned in my note. Just convert to LaTeX file. Okay, LaTeX code. You can keep giving codes as a prompt as per your understanding. There is no problem. The moment you click here, it will take a few maybe minutes. It will start analyzing your notes, and if that is fine, it will sometimes they may fail to read the content if images are not proper. And then if it is there, it will start writing this. You can see it started typing already. uh, Within a few seconds, it will give us the source code, and that you can download the source code and you can run it in any LaTeX platform. Even you can use Overleaf directly. You can convert and you can download that. And this is how quick one can do it, and it is completely free. There are no limitations. It is free and open source, and one should encourage free and open source softwares. I don't want to say from where it is developed and so on. I just want to take the talent wherever it is available. So now you see that within fraction of maybe less than a minute, it has converted everything, converted lecture notes into LaTeX source code. Then you can copy this. I can show live. So for example, I can go to Overleaf and I can go here. I can copy this, and once it is done, I can copy this and I can paste it. Okay. So let me take here copy, and I'll go here and I'll paste it and I'll recompile it. So this is done. Then let me open that. This is the LaTeX source code of my lecture note, which was here, not this one. This one. You can see. Let me close here. This is what recall. Four properties I have mentioned here. Then the theorem. Here, the recall, four properties, then the theorem. Outer measure of an interval is its length. I can see that whatever I have mentioned here, it has typed everything as it is. Okay. If I want, I can give prompt to say that correct wherever I'm wrong, then it will try to correct. Otherwise, because I have asked to give it as it is, it has given me each and every step. what I have explained to my students. Okay. So is there any difficulty here? And you can also ask a Beamer presentation file, not only just LaTeX file. You can create, because most of the time mathematicians, we use Beamer presentations. You can, it also creates a Beamer presentation file. Let me show that. Yesterday I just created one. Yeah. This is the Beamer presentation file for that same created from this GLM. Okay. Outer measure of an interval. Recall, this is the definition and how it is definition is explained. Properties and the proof of this result. This is the presentation prepared. Remember, everything, whatever I did, I have not asked to give directly the proof of outer measure of an interval. I have shared my lecture notes, my own ideas, and I asked strictly to follow these notes, not to generalize anything. Then it has followed everything as per my explanation only, and that created the viewer presentation also. So usually it takes a lot of time to create, and that means it saves our physical time, and we can actually focus main on the topic we are supposed to explain the ideas. Okay. Any doubt? One can use this GLM. You can use it GLM from mobile also, but only from browser it is available. The app is not available for this GLM. Yes, I think Ajit Kumar sir.
Yeah, Surendra,
Yes sir.
if you have some hand-drawn figures, will it also does it also convert into TICG file?
Yes sir.
It should be able to do, but you'll have to still do a lot of adjustment, right?
Most of the time, I can say 90 to 95% time it gives. If we give the prompt, and in case suppose the first output itself, if it is not proper, we can ask to revise it. But you will get it how much you are expecting.
Right. Okay.
So as the sir suggested, like ChatGPT also may do sometime, or Gemini may do sometime. DeepSeek do better than those previously what I DeepSeek do better, but GLM even does better, because what I have observed, this DeepSeek also is very, very good. It converts lecture notes and everything into LaTeX. This is last year in January they launched, and they shaked the entire world, especially US based companies. Nvidia, you may be knowing, 17% they lost in one day, just one day, because of this DeepSeek. So here, there sometimes when it asks to create a LaTeX code, it will give some errors. We need to rectify the errors. Whereas if I have used later GLM, very, very less than 1% times we come across any errors. And it also, as I said, this ticks and all it uses, and it creates most of the time proper. But as I said, as he said, first time it may not be. Once you reprompt, it will definitely give the best result. So now let's come to any slides creation. As I already mentioned that if somebody wants as a Beamer file, you can already just give a command there itself in prompt. It will automatically give you the LaTeX Beamer file as a presentation. But if you don't want a LaTeX Beamer presentation file, you want in the form of PPT, you can do that. You just simply click on this create slides. Then you can select some turn thesis into PPT, thesis website building, slide creation. You can give any topic, or if you have a text-based information, then it will try to convert and give a presentation in the form of beautiful. You can download as a PPT presentation also. Maybe here I might have shown. Let me show you here. So, for example, here, this is the presentation prepared using this, say, simple 5-slide presentation. We no need to Just give a prompt, and if you have your notes or you have already a material, even in the form of bullets and numbering, you can convert. This is how, for example, I have a part one, slide two. This is the text-based one. You can have this text-based one, and you just want to convert this into your PPT. You can go and give there and ask to prepare a PPT. It will prepare. Okay. I have mentioned several times here. You can start seeing here. Yeah, for example, from 27 slides I have prepared by just giving that type of slides, that what we can use, objectives. If you don't want a beamer type presentation, but if you want a presentation which is like a PPT, you can download and you can edit. You can do that. Same way, just you take any prompt, and you have a typed slides. Your ideas are there. You can simply give that and ask to prepare a presentation. How many number of slides you want, it will convert into that. Whereas Notebook LM has some limitations. Okay, so basically this can be used for a mathematics, not just to prepare a convert notes or convert something into PPT. What is most important is it is very good at logical thinking. You can ask for a lesson plan. For example, I'll come to this DeepSeek now. What we did, what we can do here. See, for example, let me show you here what I started. So simply type DeepSeek. The second tool which I am going to demonstrate now is DeepSeek. This is one of my favorite tool, which I use it for almost anything to save my time. So you just click on DeepSeek. Basically, first time if you are, it will ask to log in. You can use your Gmail also. There is no problem. Now, if you see this left-hand side, several things, whatever you have used earlier, it will be available. You can take it. And it is the most important thing about DeepSeek is it is free and open source, and it doesn't save your chat. That means what you have searched yesterday, even if you ask now, it doesn't try to link it. Okay. And the most important one I want to point out why I like DeepSeek is, you can, if you have a good server type, a computer with a huge RAM, say at least 32 GB RAM and so on, then you can install DeepSeek locally. That means without internet, DeepSeek will work. Whenever you are having some private data you want to upload and see or work with it, then DeepSeek is one of the best. That means it is not only open source, it is having support of installing locally without internet. Only thing is you need a powerful GPU. So an educational institute can have one, and they can use this DeepSeek locally. Without internet, you can use it. Okay, it is as same as ChatGPT, but there are several differences. I'll just show one here. If you see this deep think before responding to solve reasoning. So if you disable this, just like ChatGPT, it will give. But it will, if you enable this, it will show you how AI is thinking when you ask something. Let me show you here. You can use it DeepSeek for brainstorming sessions, or you want to know, okay, today I'm going to take some lecture and I want to know, I want to how interactively I want to make my students more interactive. So I just given one prompt here. I uploaded my lecture notes. Okay, and then I just written that I want to teach to my students on the topic. Okay, I just don't want to go and start writing on board immediately. I want to make my teaching more interactive. In fact, I want most of the discussion should carry forward by my students. So can you give the discussion plan on this particular topic based on my lecture notes? Okay. Because several times we may not be knowing how one should go and speak with students and how we can take. Most of the time we know answers, but MTTS know that they will try to get answers from students, right? So it says, now what is this deep research? Is this, you can see that it has taken 10 seconds to think. Okay, this is a detailed request from a teacher who wants to make their lecture on particular and so on. The user's deep need here is likely pedagogical. They want to move from passive knowledge transition to active learning. So it try to see that what you have asked, and it will try to analyze everything. That means if you read these things, you will keep understanding after some time how it will split things and try to understand. This is very much useful in long learn, that how one can think properly, even if you give 2 lines a prompt. Okay. Then it has asked me, okay, here is your why the outer measure of an interval is its length, 50 to 60 minutes. It started giving like an interval, we know its length is 3. Then how one can have a general concept called outer measure. In between, if you see, it has given several times where you can pause and ask a question. Okay, so if we are not used to such type of methodology, pedagogy, we can have some idea, and at least we can start learning the different ways of teaching. And for example, the easy part, this is an easy part. You can ask which is less than or equal to the other, and student will try to respond and answer. Okay, I don't want to spend much time, but if you see here, it has given a clear way of brainstorming or lecture plan, that how you can make your students more interactive. Many people might be knowing it, but in case we may get some good hints from here, and it will definitely make students more interactive, and we can also improve ourselves, for example. Okay, so how we can make our students, most of the time we may not be aware, we simply go and ask a simple basic question, then we start explaining. Okay, so I just start off having a MTTS type of discussion. Then I thought I want a lecture session like this. For that, I just use this one, and it has given me a beautiful way of how one can interact with students. Okay, this is how we can use DeepSeek for everything, not just from one point of view. You can make anything, even from typing a letter to analyzing a research type of paper, or analyzing anything. Right? Fine. Now I come to the so that's why many times I use this DeepSeek for most of my administrative tasks, as well as uh, general talk. If I'm giving a presentation, I usually give my inputs, and I will take different ideas. Based on my ideas, I will try to get some presentation slides. Okay, then I use these presentation slides and go to this GLM. There I will prepare my presentation either in the form of PPT or PPTX Beamer file. Okay. Fine. Now let's come to let me close this. The fourth one, because the third one, we two things we discussed. One is like DeepSeek. Not only you can convert the things, you can prepare. You can see here I asked, for example, let me show here how DeepSeek can be used for mathematics. You can have a step-by-step solution with reasoning. You can have a different worksheets. Whereas on the same topic, you can have different practice problems with different levels. As I already mentioned, you can have lesson plans, and you can always create quizzes and all. And everything you will have inbuilt your LaTeX support. So you can no need to depend on anywhere. You can ask anything which you want in the form of LaTeX, and it also is very good at HTML. If somebody is want to directly keep your articles, your presentations prepared one in the form of an HTML, you have a website, if you want to incorporate there, you can it also gives immediately HTML source code. Okay, fine. Now I come to the one most important one called NotebookLM. Most of the time people may be knowing it, which is by Google. It has a free version as well as some paid versions. Free version, it has some limitations. Okay, that is fine. Most of the time, free version is sufficient. But still, if you feel, you can buy. There are some plus and pro versions. Basically, what is main difference between this NotebookLM and other agents or AI tools is that it is grounded. Grounded in the sense, it whatever documents you upload, it will understand everything from that, and it will try to answer there only. It won't take anything from web pages. Okay, outside that, understanding anything, you can simply go here. and click on try notebook LM. Again, first time it will ask to log in. You can log in with Google. Just like Google Forms, Google Slides, and so on, you will have some featured notebooks here. Okay, and your recent notebooks here. This, if you see, I have several times of things. Okay. Even I use for my this semester I am teaching measure and integration. So I use this to create the presentations to give to my students and several things. Okay. So for example, this is one. Let me show. You can. I'll come from beginning. So if you go here, you can always create a new notebook. If you just click on create new notebook, it will ask to upload sources. As I said, everything Notebook LM works only on the sources you upload. You can search it from website, but you should able to bring it inside. Okay. Once you bring it inside, it will be fine. So you can upload files up to 50 files. You can upload. You can apply. You can upload a website link directly. Okay. Or you can ask. So suppose if you want to ask. So I'll go here and I'll take a search video link. Okay, I'll close this. I'll go and just give my only YouTube video link. Okay, then I'll insert. So this is the only source I have uploaded. And this is the particular one. It will try to immediately capture something, calculating the center of fundamental groups. Okay. So left hand side, basically it will be have three columns. One is left hand side is the sources. The middle one is called chat. The moment you upload, it will automatically give some questions. What is the center of the symmetric group Sn? How does the center of Dn change with n? Explain the center. You can ask any question. This is basically you can chat. It acts like a AI agent, AI tool, but it will try to answer everything related to the link we have uploaded here, which is the source. And the right hand side is basically a studio where every you can call it as like magic, whatever Google says happens. The first one is like audio overview, which is podcast. So this is one of the best thing. If you just click on audio overview, it takes usually maybe 2 to 3 minutes. And Professor Kumaresan's lecture, two people will be discussing like what he is discussing, how he is explaining things, how he is highlighting, where he is pausing, whether he is giving time to students. Whatever they feel, it is like there's like some two people are discussing about such lecture. We will be surprised to see that they try to discuss many things which we never think of. Okay. Then other thing is this slide deck. Slide deck is basically it will try to create presentations. If you just click directly, it will automatically create without any specific direction guidelines. But if you click on this arrow mark, it will take to inside. There are two things. One is detailed deck. It will try to create a comprehensive one, and the other one is like presenter slides. So presenter slides will have less type of text but more visualization. So if you are good at that, with more presenter slides, you can explain, then you can select this. Okay. And whatever prompt you want to add, you can add it here. So try to keep as original as the professor is explaining the talk and prepare the presentation. Okay. So I'll say, for example, prepare a presentation by keeping the style of, or by keeping the explanation intact of the teacher. Yep. And you can click on here. And there is one recently they have, then it will start creating. Then there is also called video overview. Earlier video overview means basically it is just like some slides will be coming and somebody is speaking. But now they have included something called cinematic and so on, where some concept which is, say for example, when I see this hills and all. I still remember Kumaresan sir's that volcano evolution, that one. So you if that lecture is there, for example, definitely it will try to explain in the form of cinematics that there is a volcano and try to erupt, and people will be looking very nearby and so on. So you can select any one of these things, okay, and you can click on generate. It will try to create generate video, but wherever there is needs to be explained some topic which is required, just like a instead of just animation, a cinematic view, then it will create that. And there are other things like mind map. You can have a different reports. For example, if you click on briefing document, so then it will summarize the document, study guide, or for a blog post. There are several things like mathematical proof reference, everything. You can click on that. It will create that. Okay. Concept clarification map. Let's click this. What is this concept clarification map? And other thing is most important is like a quiz. If you click on this quiz, based on the notes or discussion happened in this lecture, it will try to create a quiz. And if you have listened that lecture and you think that you have understood, it is very useful for teach students as well as teachers also. Then you can evaluate yourself, self evaluation, and you can give uh, there is a level of difficulty, hard, easy, how many questions you want, you can mention with more conditions. Otherwise, usually it will give some 8 questions and so on. Similarly, you can have a data table, infographics for everything. Wherever if you see arrow mark, that means there are multiple options. If you how you want, you can try to give that prompt, it will try to create. For example, quiz is created. If you click on this quiz, which of the following best defines the center of a group G? It has 4 answers. Okay. Suppose I just click one. That's right. If it is wrong, it will give let me click every time it is right. Okay. Okay. So if this is a wrong, then it says not quite. This describes a group with a trivial center, and it also shows the which is the right answer and so on. Okay. You can share this quiz with anyone, and not quite. It gives this answer and so on. Okay. You can save this quiz also, and you can save it, share with anyone. They can attempt, and they will learn those things. Okay. The center stage navigating, it has given something. Okay. What else it has created? Other things usually take some time. Okay. uh, for me, as far as I concerned, notebook LM is very much useful for students as well as teachers. In the sense, for a student, they can learn many things. Especially it will try to give you summarizations. It will try to give the infographics, visual explanation to what your teacher cannot able to do it on a blackboard. Okay. uh, and for teachers also, it is very much useful because it will save lot of time, especially because several times, say for example, sir has several videos, more than almost 500 videos and lecture notes. Then he may not able to have time to prepare some well written notes, beautiful presentations, or summaries. He can take somebody can take the help of this, and they can create. See, understand. So, for example, he is having 500 videos. Uh, uh, along with videos, if they have a summary or a LaTeX type notes and infographics. See, for example, here infographics it has created. Uh, I don't know whether it has captured sir's intention about this center of this one, the commuting set. It is normal subgroup, abelian group, and so on, dihedral group of this, so that students can get a quick overview of what the lecture has covered things. And it also very much helpful to give the presentations created by notebook LM. The notebook LM creates the presentations in very attractive manner. I hope before this session we will definitely these things will be over, so I will show them. And that podcast, it is very much famous for podcast and creating this slide deck. It can create 21 slides. As far as my understanding, it cannot create more than 21 slides at a time, even if you ask create more slides. So usually it creates 21 slides maximum. And for a free user, usually per day you can create 3 presentations. And after that, you have to wait 24 hours. Otherwise, you can use another Gmail. If you have, you can use that. Okay. These are some of the things one can do it. And how I'm using it, let me show here. We have a LMS for your kind information. So I'm using this course because, as I said, I'm teaching this measurement integration. If you see here, it is based on Moodle. It is our LMS is based on Moodle. So I have updated syllabus. If you see, this is my lecture notes. I have uploaded a lecture notes and this presentation file and infographics file, mind map, and handwritten notes. So my handwritten notes is there, and the converted notes from handwritten to LaTeX Beamer is there, and presentation created by NotebookLM is there. For example, if you click on this, it is downloading. For next topic is like a Borel set. Here also I have uploaded outer measure. I have uploaded for a outer measure of an interval. I have uploaded for every topic. For example, Littlewood three principles. Even we several times I have learned many things which I was not known earlier. When I started preparing these notes, a student can access. For example, this is the algebra of sets. It has this notebook LM has prepared this algebra defining the algebra of sets, examples, and other properties and so on. Okay. Remember, every time I have not asked to prepare any general one. These are all my lecture notes, and I am trying to convert into a formal presentations where I can share it with my students. Okay. So one can use proper way, and you will have just like Swayam, how one can prepare MOOCs and all in Swayam, you can prepare. You can even upload a YouTube video also. Okay. So after a span of time, you will see that you will have everything at once, a complete pack, I can say, which a course can have, not just one thing. So that some student may like presentation, visual type of presentations. Some students may not like. Some student like a plain type of notes, or even sometimes may like just as you, handwritten core notes. From that also they will understand. So I try to provide different ways they want to learn. If they learn, otherwise I am not going to lose anything. So usually I try to give, as I said, in 1 hour class, it may not be possible to discuss everything. So I give a chance to students to explore if they are really interested. For that, I take the help of Notebook LM. It is very, very good. And as a teacher and as a student, I think one should use it. This Notebook LM, as I said, if some research students are here, so I can just tell some research students. You assume that you have 5 to 7 papers, research papers. You just upload 5 to 7 research papers here, even 10 papers, which are related. Then whatever you search here in this chat, or whatever question you ask, it will try to answer only based on those 7 uploaded or 10 uploaded. You can upload up to 50 files. If you have a pro version, you can upload 300 files also. So everything you ask, it will try to search and give you results only based on those sources. It never try to go outside. That means the validation is very, very strong. There is less than 0.01%, I can say, there is a hallucination when you use Notebook LM. It is different with any other. Even if you go with DeepSeek or GLM, there is a possibility that they try to get some hallucination or false matter, because they try to get from trained models which are from available from internet. Okay. Whereas here you can find review of literature, you can find the citations, original citations. You can also ask the what work has been done, and what are the open problems, or what are the ideas are available to take up my research further. uh, it will try to help as if you are talking with some PhD guide. Okay. Again, a good PhD guide never give you a direct problem and solution. He will try to help you if you are really working. So I always feel that Notebook LM can be used not to create an abstract or not to create a proof of something. It will help you to personalize, or it will try to make it more professional. It will try to help you to find out things in better way. so that you will get a clear picture. But most of the things you have to do it. That is your idea. You cannot escape your ideas. Okay. So I always suggest AI to use as a collaborator, not as a replace to your mind. It can only help you to reduce your physical tasks, not your ideas. If your brain stops thinking, no AI tool will help you to grow better. Okay, then it becomes simple, a general question you are asking, and it will try to give you a general answer which is available, right? So your ideas, your brain, you will lead, and these tools will try to help you in doing things which usually your mind don't require. Preparing a presentation, if you have your ideas, you have everything, then let it will try to prepare presentation, and you go through that presentation and make the changes. Okay, fine. Now it has prepared this calculating the center of fundamental groups. It has prepared the presentation. So let me just take a minute to show that presentation. The center of a group, it has prepared this as a title slide. Then defining the commutative core. Okay. Then center is a normal subgroup. The pedagogical rhythm, pause, review, and proceed. So it has highlighted good. Mathematics requires active digestion. This is Sir's style, PRP. Okay. It has even presented here. It is very good. Okay. Then case study, the symmetric group of SM and the assumption of a non-trivial center. Okay. Visualizing the contradiction in SM, the case study dihedral group DN, the commutative test for DN, the dihedral bifurcation, matrix commutative test, scalar matrix, the commutative nucleus, pause, again, review and proceed. Okay, this is how that 38 minutes video has prepared a presentation. Of course, if one is supposed to go through the video, I'm not saying that you don't watch the video. There we learn everything. You learn everything. But if you want to, there is an exam, there is a time you want to quickly recall in 5 minutes time, then definitely presentation will help. I hope sir also agree that. So I'm not saying anything, or I'm not showing anything shortcuts. I am showing something where you can use it properly. I always say that you have a knife, so there are two ways. You can use it to cut vegetables, or we can use it to cut somebody's throat. So I choose the first one, and it is up to you which one you choose. Okay. This is about Notebook LM. If you have any doubts, we'll ask at just end. The last one I want to show is the another one that is called what I say Notebook. Sorry,
Twinmind.
Twinmind. Yes, yes. So Twinmind is so useful. Basically, it is a it will capture your voice, what you are speaking, and it will try to transcribe. It will try to record your transcription. Whatever language you are speaking, it will try to capture, and it will try to summarize what you have what you have discussed. And not only that, it will try to help you. Say, for example, now I have talked almost 1 hour. Okay. So this is my, I want to know where I want to improve, whether I have used anything which is not so good. It will help you as a teacher to improve your presentation skills, and it will try to summarize. For example, student point of view, with the permission of your teacher, if you can capture using Notebook LM, you can capture entire lecture notes. Okay, entire lecture. And that means you don't need to forget about writing something and so on in the lecture. You try to listen to your teacher, you try to talk to your teacher, but still you want something later to recall it. At that time, definitely this Twinmind will help you. So how it will access? Twinmind has a mobile application. DeepSeek has a mobile application. Notebook LM has a mobile application. The which I discussed is GLM. That unfortunately doesn't have a mobile application, but it has a web browser. You can use it from even your mobile, Google Chrome. You can use GLM. I use from mobile. There is no, you never feel that an app is required actually. Okay. Twinmind has a mobile application, and for a browser, it works in Google Chrome extension. So I will show that in Google Chrome, and I have recorded intentionally today's lecture, and see in that 1 hour what it has captured. Okay, so let me Just a second. Let me open Chrome and I will take to you there this Twinmind. First, I will show you what is Twinmind, because I should show what is Twinmind from their website. It says that capture memories, ask AI anything. So, say suppose you have 30 lectures, all 30 lectures are captured using Twinmind, your text. Then you can ask, okay, I want to know what discussed about a particular lecture by mentioning those keywords. Then it will try to show if it is already there in that. Okay, so you can easily search also. Basically, it is, they call it as a second brain. So whatever your brain thinks, it will try to capture and helps in several ways, not just only capturing things. Um, by the way, recently YouTube has introduced, I don't know how many of you know it. YouTube has introduced the transcript. You can copy transcript, whatever that person has is speaking in that lecture. So this is a video. Suppose sir has now if you go and talk below, there is a show transcript. So if you see here, there is a transcript, and that transcript will be shown this timestamp wise. Okay, so whatever sir is speaking, you can able to see here in a particular place. If you click it, it will directly take there that moment. Okay, and there is also recently they have introduced this Ask Gemini in YouTube, so you can try to chat with that video itself. You can ask, is this group center always a subgroup? Okay, you can summarize the video, everything. That means you no need to take this video and go to Gemini, or you no need to take this to go to NotebookLM. For several many things, you can do it directly from YouTube. Okay, but what I am going to discuss about Twinmind. Of course, you can copy this transcript and you can keep it anywhere. It will copy with timestamps also. Okay. So creating transcript now become very easy. But what is differs is this with Twinmind is it captures and it helps you to do several things. Okay. So let me show that. There is a Google extension. Okay. Let me take over. And using this Twinmind is very, very simple. It's just simply install, and here you can see that there is a simply you can install it, and there is something called capture notes. If you click on capture notes, it will start recording that notes. That's all. You can also save it your audio file. It will you have an option to save your audio file. That means whatever you are speaking, you can able to listen later. Okay, so this is just like this. There will be an option called capture notes. If you click on capture notes, it will capture, and even 18 hours it can capture. That means there is no limitation. However you want, you can capture. Now you click on this view memories. That means whatever it was captured earlier will be shown here. Okay. You can also upload your file, audio file, video file. It will directly transcribe here. Okay, so let me sign in. I think it is asking sign in. That's why it is not showing. So I have this Google. So I'll take only 2 minutes, sir. Sorry.
Yeah. Please, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I am a Max user. Recently, they have given some referral system. So with this Max, you will get email assistance also. Okay, so I'll click on here. Now you see that today we started at 7:03 p.m. Okay, I'll click on this. So this is AI tools for math teaching, GLM, DeepSeek, and NotebookLM workshop by Dr. Reddy. So you can see that there is a audio also, 1 hour, 4 minutes. Then I stopped here. It will give you the summary. That entire 1 hour, it will try to give the summary, what we have discussed, everything, GLM versus overleaf, So everything it is captured, whatever I talk, it captured and it has given a summary. There is a called transcript. So if you click on that transcript, minute to minute, it will try to give as it is whatever I spoke. Okay. So, and they thought publishing will die. And when OTT platforms came, this is Professor Kumaresan sir speech, inaugural speech. So it has captured each and every word as it is. Okay. Right. And you can copy this and anywhere. So example, see, you can see now I have used on several times. There is a notes called notes. So if you click on this notes, you can try to ask anything, and you can also ask like whether how I can improve my. Here you can ask how. Tell me where I can improve my presentation based on this one. Okay, so if you can ask here, can you give tips to improve my speaking skills? Okay, it will try to give this, and you can also, if I we have used some important discussion quotes and all, it will try to give those things also. Okay, you can ask here, ask these notes. So here the particular notes you can ask, and what are the most important points discussed. Here you can ask, uh, I want suggestions to improve my speaking skills next time by avoiding those pillars. And it will immediately give me in this 1 hour whatever things you can see here. It has given the ideas, and you can also interact. Just I said, you can ask anything. Suppose you can ask here, I want to know more about GLM. Okay, or I want to recall what speaker has talked about GLM. Then immediately, whatever in notes, you don't need to search. So you can see here, of course, Surendra, that's a fantastic goal. Self-improvement is a journey. I noticed that like many passionate speakers, these are the words we have used it. So you can remove those words. It will try to give the suggestions. Okay. So me, more than at least 20 to 30 times I have recorded, and I have improved every time by going through this Twinmind, that wherever things which I want to remove it, or wherever next time I'm not supposed to speak, those things I get it here. Okay, you can search anything. Not only here, you can view memories. You can search here, search notes. So you see here several times from almost November I am using it. Okay, you can search anything. If it is there, it will show. Okay, so this is how a Twinmind can be used as a student, as a teacher, as an administrator. As an administrator, we have several meetings. I don't want to note down now minutes of meetings. It prepares and gives the summary of minutes of meetings. So as an IQC director, actually it is a boon for me. There is no one to help me in writing minutes of meeting. Okay, so I think I have taken the time what it has given, more than that. So I can stop sharing screen, or if anyone having any questions, you can ask.
Yeah, please keep the slides. Yeah, better keep. Yeah.
Please
Chaitanya?
raise your hands, and then in the order we will call out your names. If you have anything to ask, please raise your hand.
Somebody asked how one can have type, if you have a notes, how you can write it into handwritten. There is a prompt. Keep that text file font, whatever style is in the form of handwritten. I have some prompt here. I have taken from someone. So simply by using that type of prompt, you can use it. Say for example here, all text must look like handwritten font style. So if you use the prompt in handwritten font style, it will try to generate the text in the form of handwritten one. Yes, I think Satya sir has raised hand.
Yeah. Okay. My question is that how do you came to know about them?
Which one?
And GLM, Twinmind, of course.
So basically, sir, how I explore, for example, first I was not at all happy with ChatGPT when it has introduced. Then I thought I want a better chat version of ChatGPT, especially free version. So when I searched, then I came to know DeepSeek. In the January last months, they introduced. Everybody talked about DeepSeek. Then I explored DeepSeek and I started using DeepSeek. But some places I thought that it is missing. Like DeepSeek cannot create images. It cannot allow you to download PDFs and so on. Then I thought I want something else. I even DeepSeek only asked. Now I want similar type of open and free source tools. Then it has suggested GLM. Also, usually in my mobile, every time when you start showing some interest, all news articles will come related to that. So I always search some free and open source things. Then it suggested GLM because recently, 3 months back, it has outperformed everyone. Then I started using GLM. Recently, they have several improvements. So GLM, I think, a multimodal where you can create images, slides, presentations, HTML codes, websites. I recently I organized a conference. Everything we are developed only using GLM.
Thank you. Yeah. In fact, instead of screen recording now, we can directly use the Twinmind.
Twinmind, yes. So there is a Twinmind. Recently, I received that free Max one. I just want to show, sir, to everyone here. Actually, this is the mail I have received from someone as a request or evaluation of PhD thesis. So this mail, I have received it. And immediately, if you see below here, it has already typed everything. Okay, dear Dr. Nilesh Mulin, thank you for contacting me, and I give my consent. If I been given task, I will complete it within time and so on. And it kept everything as a draft. And if I feel like I want to say it or I can edit it, I can send it. So all the mails now you can see it here, FYI, for your information. It will, if it is anything, something to take the follow up and all, then it will show here something. If it is need to send a mail and all reply, you can see here Nilesh draft to reply. So in that color it highlights that you are supposed to reply this mail, so be in touch. And if I click on that, the draft is already prepared, suitable to that reply what one supposed to do it. You can make changes and you can send it. So Twinmind is very, very useful actually.
Ajit Kumar has raised hand.
Yes, Surendra, it's fantastic.
Thanks.
So you said you have been using this Twinmind for preparing the minutes.
Yes.
But I'm sure there must be a lot of discussion in Marathi at your place, right? So does it also capture that part?
Yes, yes. Whatever language, Hindi, Marathi, all, I think more than 48 languages or 140 languages it supports. And we tested it. During my presentations for fun also, I spoke 2 to 3 lines Marathi and several times continuously Hindi also. Even if you use multi-language, say for example, 2 minutes you speak English, 2 minutes you speak Marathi, those 2 minutes it will come as it is in English, 2 minutes it will come in Marathi. And it converts very, very properly, accurate.
Okay, okay. But generally, the size of the video, is it kind of optimal or it is quite big? That is also something one has
video
to
for which one video?
Recording.
No, Twinmind basically record means it actually you just need to start. Your microphone will be activated. It will listen what we are discussing, and it will capture. So it won't. There is an option. You can always disable audio. So there is an option. If you want, you can have an audio. Otherwise, it only captures the text.
Okay. Thanks.
Of course, we need to have whenever there is a secret and all. As I said, ethical use of AI. One should have a permission. If there is a high level meeting is going on, one should not secretly record those things.
Right.
Rupesh More, sir.
Very nice lecture.
Thank you.
I want to one question that how we can create our website and put our some study material for student being a teacher. How we can do it?
It is very simple, sir. Google provides website free of cost. you can just go to Google website. I have one video where anyone can create a Google website. Okay, basic, just you create one page, and now you go to, just for example, GLM. Okay, you upload one lecture file and ask to give the HTML code. Okay, so you just take that HTML code and come to your Google site website. Okay, then you can, if I have, I can show it here. Then you can simply ask to replace that HTML code. Okay, see, for example, these are the pages everywhere. This, if you click here, you can click on embed, then there will be embed HTML code. Usually GLM or DeepSeek will provide that. You copy here and you insert it. You don't require anyone who wants, especially mathematics teachers or any teacher, you always have a Google website which is free of cost, at least Google site. Then you can have your information on here. Nowadays, because of AI, you no need to do many things. Most of the tasks, if you have your notes, then you can always have a better Google website with the help of AI. Okay. Yes. So that doesn't make much time, sir. You can go through my video. I have explained clearly how one can create a Google website. By watching that video itself, you can parallelly you can prepare a Google site. That was during Corona. Now AI has come and everything has changed. Okay.
There are some questions in the comments. Lagan Gupta has asked whether the PPT file that this creates, is it editable or not?
Yes, obviously. PPT you can download and you can edit, or there itself you can give the prompt in a particular slide. I don't want this, it will change it. You can download in the form of PPT, PDF. If you want to edit PPT, you can download PPT and you can edit anytime. So GLM gives every type of format you want. It will give Word format. It will give PDF. It will give PPT type, and of course, it will give HTML, other things. Most of the time, that Twinmind, somebody asked, can it perform in noisy environmental? Most of the time, it performs. If your microphone voice can be reached to your mobile.
Yeah, Lagan Gupta also asked that infographics can be edited. I think it may not be edited. Again, we go back and maybe, right?
There are one trick is there, sir. For example, a NotebookLM, what it creates, you can download in the form of PPT, but it is basically a one captured a screenshot and paste it as one slide. Okay, then you can download that. But whoever know about Canva, with the help of Canva, you can upload your NotebookLM PPT downloaded, and you can upload there. There is an option called grab text. So from images, you can grab the text. So that text can be editable. So you can do that with the help of infographics also. If you have an image, you can upload in Canva, and you can edit that by with the help of Canva. So Canva can be used to even make it your NotebookLM PPTs more. And I never suggest to remove that NotebookLM logo. Please keep it because they are helping us. So don't remove a NotebookLM logo and try to show that you have prepared this PPT on your own. Okay.
But what about Canva is free when we do that?
Very good question, sir. Canva is actually free for teachers, free for education. Whoever having educational institution, let me show that. Whoever having an educational institution, one can use it. Canva completely free of cost. Canva free for education. It will just ask you to sign up with educational email ID. Then if you apply it, you will usually get a free version. I have my educational institute ID and Canva. I am using it from Corona. That means I am using from last 5 years, free of cost, a pro version. That means you will access everything.
Okay.
So anyone having an educational institute email ID, just like .srtmu.ac.in, you can use it free of cost, the pro version.
Yeah, Naga Suresh has raised hand.
Yes, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation and enlightening us on different AI tools.
It will definitely empower us to teach better to our students. I have one doubt, sir. I have already created one Google site, website using Google Sites. Can I have any AI tool? Actually, I could not organize it properly, maybe due to paucity of time or
I
technical
understood.
expertise.
Google site, basically Google site, you cannot completely redefine using any AI tool, because Google's, for example, WordPress and all, you can do it. For a Google site, it is basically everything is created in the form of pages, and by inserting an image or a PDF file or embedded one. What you can do is you can give your particular Google site link, and for example, GLM or DeepSeek, ask to refine it. It will try to give a HTML code for that particular page. Entire page can be given. So at most what you can do is page by page you can revise it, but usually it doesn't take much time. And that usually I did it in 2 months back. My website was very old, only fully text filled website. Now I made it more interactive and visually appealing website.
Thank you, sir, for the suggestion. If I have any doubts, I could contact you through WhatsApp.
Sure.
Not only that, Nagsuresh, what we request is that when you implemented it, please share with us in the subsequent meetings.
Yes.
Definitely, sir.
If you don't have any educational email ID, then pro version is not there. You can buy. Yes. And if you have any friend, you can ask, he can share his collaborative.
Yeah, Nagsuresh, anyhow, I want to share one more thing, that we are also planning that how Git and GitHub can be used to create websites and all. We are planning one session on that also. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
How to convert video in text? Even you want what is mentioned in video that you want. There is, for example, NotebookLM you can use. I have already demonstrated Professor Kumareshan's lectures. Today's lecture I just copied there, and you can ask to give the summary. In fact, I have not used NotebookLM. I have taken only YouTube video link, and GLM I pasted only YouTube link. Asked you to give the actually the one thing I made. As sir suggested, it has given what I can say professionally typed lecture notes. That is mainly because of this reason, sir. I given my prompt as a professionally. I mentioned that I need as a professional lecture LaTeX prepared lecture notes. Because of that, maybe it has converted your actual explanation into that way. Otherwise, if I ask to keep it same, it usually give it that lecture notes. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, session was insightful and truly engaging. I have one question. Sir, I suppose I have one methodology, my own methodology, and I want to convert it into flowchart. Then, which AI tool is best for it?
Mind map you can use. You can use Gemini also.
I tried already ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, but I'm not getting desired output.
GLM will definitely give. There is no problem. GLM is good.
Okay.
And NotebookLM also we have mind maps.
She said she tried NotebookLM, right?
No.
Copilot, Gemini, and ChatGPT.
Let me tell you, ma'am. You go to NotebookLM. It creates basic mind map, and you take that notebook, that image, and come back to GLM. And there are usually prompts. You can find it anywhere. How to convert NotebookLM mind map to conceptual mapping, for example. Then you can simply ask to convert this into conceptual mapping. Then it will convert. Gemini will usually do that. That is a common practice.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And somebody asked, using AI, can we translate from English to another language without changing mathematical equations? It obviously does. No, that you no need to. As I said, for mathematics, you use either DeepSeek or that GLM, because it converts. They are very good at converting our to local language, Indian languages, and you can just say that keep mathematical equations intact. Obviously, it types in LaTeX, so there is no problem. Yeah, sometimes any may file. Say for example, somebody said DeepSeek may be not working at that particular moment. It may not be working, but whatever I have seen, it is fine. What I have noticed with one DeepSeek is when it create a LaTeX file, there are some mistakes, errors. If you try to run, there are some errors. But if you ask, it will try to correct those errors. That I have seen less in GLM. GLM, most of the time, I think 100% without errors, it gives so far whatever I tried. But still, my favorite is DeepSeek because it has a magic in everything. Specifically designed AI tools solving mathematical problems. I never suggest you to give some problem and ask for a proof. You try yourself and take the help if you are not understanding, and take the help if you want to explain better way to your students. Don't ask to pose a exercise problem and ask to solve the answer and go and explain that same thing to your students. It will spoil your thinking. As I said, your brain is most important. It will try to help, and best way is GLM and DeepSeek gives you. DeepSeek is 99% accurate in solving maths problems. You ask any problem, it will try to solve, and with step by step explanation. I again said that is good only for learning. A student can use to learn, but a teacher not supposed to use it to copy and paste and explain in classroom. Yeah, obviously you have to use tools one by one. I have suggested here. There is one, I don't know, as a what I can say, surprise, I can say Queen 3.5 is there by Alibaba. That has a mobile version also, which creates several things. From mobile app, QWEN, Queen 3.5. 2 days back, they have introduced that 3.6 version also, which is again good in terms of multimodal. It creates images, presentations, several things. And a beautiful presentation. See, there is one difference with NotebookLM. NotebookLM presentations doesn't look like some human has prepared. That means it outperforms. So after some time, definitely we'll get bored. Whereas if you prepare presentation using like GLM or Quen, they are very, very close to human way of preparing presentation. So yeah, definitely if you use Notebook LM after 2-3 months, you will get bored with the presentations, the way it shows too much of infographics and so on. Which tool we use as a starter? I always suggest, now also I use DeepSeek. Anything you want a brainstorming session, you use DeepSeek. If you don't know anything, you first ask there. Okay, you don't know anything about somebody, you ask in DeepSeek, it will give you. Then to prepare a presentation, maybe DeepSeek and GLM and Notebook LM, these three you use it. So I cannot say one will work every time, but most of the time, if you have these three tools, your job will be done.
Chaitanya, can
Yeah, if there are no more questions, then I'd like to thank the speaker and to get to know about the future events of the Karelift. I have posted the links of Karelift's WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, as well as its Google site. You can join the WhatsApp community or follow us on Facebook and Instagram to get the updates of future events of the Karelift. I'd like to request Satya sir for a formal vote of thanks.
not actually vote of thanks. Actually, this is a continuation. We'll continue it. So what I want to convey to is that please fill the Google form, those who are not yet filled, because we need to have all your data so that we'll contact you. We'll take your feedback, and we want to conduct more and more programs of this type, right? Yeah. So that is number one.
And
So
sir, sorry to disturb.
definitely,
Next Saturday, if somebody is ready to take you, please inform.
yeah,
Because actually, we don't want to always come and teach.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
MTTS motto
That's
is
what.
to train
Ah,
capacity building of many teachers.
Right.
So if you know somebody you are good at, don't worry if there is something wrong or if you are not able to explain properly, no problem. You
Yeah.
just come forward. People are there to support you, and we want actually to lead by many people.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that's what. So when Sir gave it today, um, he gave many tools, and also not only that, in each tool there are again subdivisions are there, right? So you can practice each one of them, and one of you can come with one tool and one particular thing, your experience you can share, right? That also good. So that is a very good help. And you are also maybe feeling that, okay, we do not have hands-on experience. First talk, we cannot give hands-on experience, right? So you come forward to have a hands-on experience, you explain to other people, right? That will be useful. And so that we can continue this program. Yeah, we are actually planning that every month at least once. So in particular, every first Saturday of the month, we are planning. So we'll see. That's what, to do that one, we need your feedback and we'll write to you. So those who are not fill the Google form, please fill the Google form and inform other people also to fill the Google form. Next meeting onwards, so we will prepare, we will Zoom, we need to link to the Zoom also. So we need fill up that. We'll get a Zoom link and you need to fill that one also. Then only you can able to attend here. Yeah.
Yeah, next time onwards, only whoever registered on Zoom that register, they will be allowed because we want to have a record.
Mm.